Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. Delighted as always. The man himself, Austin Ammo Williams. What's going down, champ? How's life?
Hey man, life is good. Like I said, we getting back to the fun. I've been down for 10 months. We weren't able to fight. I got my first fight back in Mexico, no crowd. Now I'm on Canelo versus Callum Smith with a crowd. I think it's going to be, 11,000?
12,000.
12,000 in attendance. And I got a good opponent. Life is great. Life is great.
You've got a good opponent, you said there. What do you know of him? I know you last time out I met, so you got the stoppage. You've been getting stoppages quite a lot in your career. You're 90% knockout ratio or something along them lines. Yeah. Can we expect something like that on Saturday night?
Expect fireworks. I've worked in this camp to have the greatest fight of my career, just like my last fight was the greatest fight of my career. I went back into the gym. It's like I'm addicted to getting better, man. We studied this kid. He's a good fighter. He won Golden Gloves National, so he's not a throwaway fighter at all. I told everybody at the beginning of my career, y'all can go and watch my first press conference. I said my professional career will mirror my amateur career. I was the #1 amateur in the United States in a year and 7 months of boxing. That was it. I only boxed for a year and 7 months. I only boxed for a year and 7 months and became #1 open elite. My track is going to be fast. They tried to present me a fighter that had previously just lost on his own. Record wasn't great. Didn't have many more fights than me. I said no. We refused the guy, and we said we wanted an 11-0 to 16-0 fighter. And we offered a couple people. They didn't take the fight, but we landed on Isaiah Jones. He's 9-3, great amateur background, never been knocked out before. Only lost to undefeated great fighters, and I'm going to give him his first knockout, I'm going to keep making those statements. Just like when I was 5-0, I fought a guy with 31 fights and stopped him. People didn't expect that. And I'm taking the risk. I'm taking the risk.
You mentioned there that with only a year and a half of experience in the amateur game, you became #1. You've only been boxing for 4 years.
Yeah.
What's it down to? What kind of mindset do you have to project from something that's only been boxing 4 years to be the level you're at right now? Like, how do you do it? What's your mindset going into the gym and boxing and stuff like? How do you approach something like that?
I can tell you a story. All right. Guitar Hero. This is the best way for me to describe it. Guitar Hero. One of my favorite games ever. I started off Guitar Hero. I skipped past easy, medium, hard. I went straight to expert mode, where you got to use all the buttons. You got to strum 3 and 4, different buttons at the same time, and you got to learn how to strum. And all I played was expert mode. It sucked. I cried. I lost all the time. You know what I'm saying? But in about a year, I was like so crazy amazing on Guitar Hero. I'd take the same sort of approach to boxing and the things that I love. I want the ultimate challenge all the time, because that always pulls the greatest ammo out of me. That always pulls the greatest beast out of me. It's the most fun for me. It gets me up. It gets my nerves up the most. It gets me exhilarated the most. So to be at a level like this already is surreal. It's unreal. But it's just continuously bringing out the best in me. It's continuously making me level up. Every time I go into the gym, I go into the gym serious. I don't go into the gym talking and acting like it's a party in there and things like that. I go in, I get my work done. Me and my coach, Dwight, we focus. We focus hard. We always looking for the holes in my game. We always looking for things to get better. We're never content. It's never enough. We're never at a level where we say, oh, that was enough work. If we make a goal and we break that, we always set the bar higher. And that is what I believe keeps me at this level. Because as everybody knows, I've been pro for a minute now, and I haven't got out of this. No one can say it's a fluke, and that's literally because we never stop. We never stop working. We're always getting better. So to be at a place like this, fighting on cards like Canelo Smith at 6-0, it's just constant reminders to me that I am different and I'm meant to do amazing things in the sport.
I know throughout this pandemic, the social media side of things, like you were blowing up on it, but then you released that sparring thing, but you also released a video the first time you hit the bag, and you look like Bambi on ice. With some due respect, I do respect it, but you posted that video for a reason.
Yeah.
Your first attempt at trying to hit the bag, and it's to show that 4 years down the line, no matter how bad you look on the bag on the first day in the gym, you keep working hard, then you can achieve it. So, but I do want to touch on something, the Anthony Fowler side of things. I mean, that for a few months back, and Eddie Hearn was wanting to fight, and it was a fight that everybody was talking about. Are we still looking for that fight, Amo?
To be honest with y'all, Anthony Fowler, I've watched him fight. He's honestly, at the end of 2021, I see myself being far beyond Anthony Fowler. I see people being excited for me to fight much bigger names than Anthony Fowler. To be honest, the boxing world doesn't really know who he is. He's not a huge name in the boxing world, and then outside of the boxing world, he's nobody. I think actually me and his beef gave him more buzz than he could generate for himself. So for me, as a 5-0 fighter, helping Anthony Fowler generate buzz, I feel like that says a lot about who I need to be approaching. A guy like Anthony Fowler, I feel like at the end of 2021, what I expect out of myself and what I want to do over the course of this year, my name is going to be so big, my highlights are going to be so great, so crazy, along with the ones that I already have, that people are going to want to see me fight bigger names. I feel like it'll be a gift to actually fight with Anthony Fowler. I think his greatest shot at stardom, at a huge name, was being an undefeated fighter. For a lot of fighters, they do need that record. They do need that zero. That's the way that you promote them. That's the way you're going to get the most out of him, because he's not a personality. He's not somebody that the world loves to see. He's not somebody that's going to have amazing interviews or has a great personality. He's not that guy. So since he is not an undefeated fighter, for me to fight him at the end of 2021 when Ammo's name is big, huge, following has doubled and tripled and stuff like that, people going to be like, oh, it's Anthony Fowler. Like, they're not going to be like, biggest test of Ammo's career or nothing. It's not going to generate big numbers because of Anthony Fowler. So I think the beef at the time when I had a lot of backlash and stuff from that video, I think that was a good move for Anthony Fowler to, kind of get his name circulating. But now as things kind of calm down and people are remembering who I actually am, which is a guy that lives to help others, I think now that whole buzz of that is going down. So the buzz of the fight with Anthony Fowler is also going down. And I think that it'll be so many better options for me to fight at the end of 2021.
Well said, Amo. I've got to say as well, when you came over to the UK to fight at the O2, I mean, so already in your career, you've been at the O2, you've been Madison Square Garden, you've fought in Mexico, you're doing quite well for somebody that's only 6-0, but when you came to the UK, you had the opportunity to go up to Liverpool and spar Cam Smith.
Yeah, I did.
Cam Smith is here right now, he's in San Antonio, his biggest fight of his career against pound for pound king and Canelo. You sparred Cam Smith. What was your thoughts on the spar and how did it go? And second part to the question, what do you think of his chances against Canelo on Saturday?
The spar with Callum Smith, as I always say, it was his first day in the gym, and I did really well against him. But it was his first day in the gym. You can't really judge somebody too much off of their first day back because they're shaking off the dust, they're getting themselves back, just in the swing of things, especially at his level where he's a champion and he can take some time off. It's not like he's a 7-0 pro who should never be out of the gym. He's earned that break. His fights are hard enough to where he should get a break. So his first day back is really a first day back. But what I've seen out of him in sparring is that he'll have to establish himself. He'll have to be a solid fighter in this fight. He'll have to show that he can fight He have to show that he's there. He's a force. If he tries to move around and fight an amateur type style fight, only letting hard shots off to the body here and there, it won't work for him. And I say that because Canelo has so much experience in making people uncomfortable. Canelo has so much experience in negating people's strengths. So if he's not very solid in his skills and he's in any way, shape, or form willing to conform to Canelo style, it's going to be a very long night for him, and it's going to be a tough night for him. I feel like, to be completely honest, even though I sparred with Callum Smith, Canelo's one of my favorite fighters. And I just love his demeanor in there. I love his relentlessness in there. I love that he's tough. He can take a shot. Look at how he took the shot from Triple G. You know what I mean? Triple G is one of the biggest punchers in the world. So I just feel like it's going to be tough for Callum. I don't see him stopping Canelo. I honestly don't see that happening. I think to give Smith the greatest chance at this fight, he'll have to show that he can fight. In some way, shape, or form, he's going to have to, take experience. He's going to have to take Canelo's experience and crunch it up and say, hey, I'm not the same as any of these guys you fought. Think of something different. Don't come at me with the same confidence you come at these other fighters, because I'm different. But Canelo, how can you take his confidence away? He's been in the ring with he's been in the ring with guys that will literally make his confidence beam. But I honestly feel like, to be completely honest, Callum Smith is an amazing guy, awesome guy. But I just really think Canelo is going to take it. I think he's going to take it. Nothing against Callum Smith. I think Callum Smith, this won't be it for him or anything like that. But I just think that Canelo is on a different level right now. And I feel like he's still in his prime. He's 30. This is his prime. He's not on his way out. He's not getting old, anything. He's 30 years old. This is his best days. And I just feel like he's gonna do something spectacular.
Well, Amo, I won't keep you much longer. Like I say, I'm glad to be in Texas. Glad to see you again, my friend. Good luck Saturday night. No doubt I'll see you around the hotel. Get a good catch up. But thanks for doing this IFL TV, champ.
No problem. Hey, everybody follow me, Instagram, Ammo Williams, Twitter, Ammo Williams. Tune in Saturday night. Hey, some big stuff is going to happen on Saturday night. I'm trying to elevate my career on Saturday night, and I'm trying to give y'all a great show and let y'all have fun. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. Definitely going to be fun. I won't keep you much longer, brother. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.